Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome to a video where I'm just talking to you. It's just a one-on-one conversation with me and you. And initially, I actually didn't want to make this video because I thought my word would kind of be buried underneath the countless of other thousands upon thousands of commentators and YouTubers and content creators that are out there. In fact, I actually had something else planned which I thought was going to be exciting, but I feel like just for a moment, let's just bury all the personalities, just bury all the hype activity aside, and let's just be real. Because I'm going to be honest, for the start of 2024, at least in regards to content creation, it is not good. Now, I'm not saying this specifically to myself because, to be fair, so far how my year started, it actually wasn't too bad because, you know, slowly and surely we're reaching the 34,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely amazing. The shorts are doing well, especially since on TikTok we recently reached 10,000 subscribers, which, sheesh, that's amazing. And I have something very much exciting planned for the very near future, especially since I got the okay to do so. However, in regards to everything else, it just seems like the very bad thing in regards to content creators is that everyone is leaving. Now, they're not trying to leave YouTube like, you know, oh no, I'm moving over to Twitch or I'm gonna find another streaming platform. By the way, if you hear cars outside, then that's just gonna be a given. My camera's basically next to my window. But it's not that, it's just, you know, they're kind of moving on. It's either that they're leaving YouTube entirely, or they're just taking time off, or they're at the very least doing it part-time. I know there's some examples that I wish I could remember at the top of my head. I think the ones that come to my mind is Tom Scott, there we go, and also Meat Canyon, and there's a plethora of other ones that I've also seen as well that of course I can't remember at the top of my head. And at first when I saw that, I was like, well, I guess they do need some time off. That's kind of understandable. And then there were two other phases that happened after that, with the last one being the thing that really struck with me making this video. We move on to phase 2 when we realized that apparently the same thing was happening for MatPat. Now, if you don't know MatPat, they're the main person who runs the channel, The Game Theorists, you know, Game Theory, and it's like all the channels, basically. Game Theory, Film Theory, I think Style Theory, Food Theory, all those videos, and they are big on YouTube. Like, they get so many views, and the videos are genuinely great. They are amazing. And of course, the reason why they actually stopped, and they're actually not stopping yet. They're giving themselves like 10 or 9 weeks to make the last couple videos that they want to do before they set off for retirement. And I'm pretty sure the reason why they're doing that is because they want to focus on family. And that's completely understandable. If you want to like spend the rest of your life with your family, because if you don't know, he has not only a wife, but also a son he needs to take care of, which honestly, I can completely understand that. Trying to focus your future career on just taking care of, you know, life as family instead of, you know, just doing all this video game theory stuff and a bunch of other things. It's certainly an interesting concept, but I give him all my gracious love in the world. But it really was one of the things that kind of made me think, man, a lot of people are leaving. Like, a lot. And it's not even just a lot of people, it's like big people too. And I know there's more that I've seen, as obviously, and it sucks, because also another reason, which another person I can bring up, this is technically part of phase 2, which was nearing me making this video. This really unique YouTuber by the name of Miss Breezy actually left the platform, and not even left, they deleted the channel, which I thought was really unfortunate. It's mainly unfortunate because I really like watching their old content. Like, how do I say this? I liked watching their old and new content where primarily they were just, you know, kind of like this video. They were just being straight up and talking to the camera, or just, you know, relating with real life stuff events. You know, as currently known, you know, they're one of the people who actually, you know, went trans, basically. They went by Miss Breezy, but back in the day, they were still, you know, I guess male, we'll just say it, and they were going by the name of Cool Dude. And let's be honest, I've enjoyed their videos, which, unfortunately, I don't want to go into too much drama as to why, because, you know, that's affiliated with drama itself, and I don't want to put this in the more of a bad mood, but it's one of those things where, like, it's another sad thing because it's like a strip of memory that's kind of like being taken away, where I won't be able to view any of those videos anymore because, you know, the account's gone. A lot of their content is actually gone, basically, like social medias and stuff like that, which is really unfortunate. And it was one of those things where I discovered that just last night, and I was prompted to make a video, but I'm just like, you know, it's probably just a common thing. Like, by common, I mean just like, you know, nothing has to do with each other, and nothing is this unassociated. Let me just fix this over here. Nothing's really associated with each other. It's just a matter of, you know, people are leaving, and it's really like growing up. And I was like, all right, we'll just sit at that, and whatever happens, happens. Then one thing happened that basically guaranteed me to prompt myself to make this video. and it's probably the most tragic out of anything. You may not know this YouTuber, but there is a cooking YouTuber by the name of Linja. She is a very elderly woman who loves making cooking videos. And it was confirmed when I watched this short from another cooking YouTuber, Nick DiGiovanno, that it was confirmed that she had unfortunately passed away. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was from natural causes or it was due to cancer, but Lord knows we know that she's a fighter. She's a fighter guaranteed. And the moment that I heard that, and that we'll just be seeing nothing from her, I'm sorry, I just got scrapped. It shocked me. It shocked me genuinely, where I'm just like, okay, well, are you kidding me? At first, I thought it was a joke. Literally, I saw the video from Nick DiGiovanno, and I thought they were like, oh, well, this is going to be one of those joke videos like all the other YouTubers do. They name it something very depressing, and they go like, I have some very bad news. But then they go on to this comedic effect where it's like, I'm going on tour or something like that. That was not the case. He was legitimately saying that she was gone. And I know I never talked about the YouTuber that much, but it was someone who I very much enjoyed their content. I thought they were enjoyable. And now that's another person we won't be able to experience again. And even if I know it's different from everyone else because maybe they have a chance of coming back, but it goes to show nothing's gonna last. And this is kind of where I throw my hat in the ring, because I just kind of need to make a few statements about everything that's going on recently myself. Which, first of all, let's just get the one thing out of the way. Am I making this video to say, oh, just like everyone else, I'm gonna quit? No, not for a while. I still have so many things crammed up in here that I just want to push forward to the best of my absolute ability, and I just want to get that stuff, settled. I want to get so much stuff out. I want to collab with so many people. You will not see me stopping anytime soon, because I love doing this. This is genuinely a dream job, and if I'm able to turn this into a way where I can make money efficiently and, make a what's the term? I can basically make money so I can buy my own things and then move out by myself, like afford housing and stuff like that. That'd be incredible. And not only that, but if I get enough where I can get even more money, then I can give it to other people. I would love donating things to people, giving gifts. I don't know why, but there's way more feeling to giving someone something that they can cherish other than just giving me something like cash. Because you can give me money and I'll be reasonable with it. And, I'll probably spend on something I can enjoy, or I can be responsible and save it, maybe invest, I don't know. But it's different from getting that and giving someone else either money or a gift card or a gift and seeing their reaction to it. Because a reaction is something that you can only experience once every so often. Because sure, it's enjoyable to be around each other for company and stuff, but getting someone a gift and seeing their reaction to it and saying that they actually really enjoy it and they like it, it's priceless. You can't put a dollar sign on that. It's straight up priceless. And to be fair, I'm really hoping that this is kind of where the settlement lies. Hopefully no one else quits, because at this point it feels like such a plumbing trend, but I guarantee you it's not a trend. Everyone's leaving for their own specified reasons. And the reason why I'm just making this video is kind of it's not really venting, but it's more along the lines of I hope that you all are okay. I hope that maybe this video can put a little bit of hope in all of your lives, because maybe a little bit of motivation, because something I really do want to do about, just, how do I say this? Something I really want to do more is just talk to you one-to-one. Either it could be, as me on camera, it could be me as my PNG yellow plug thing. Last time I did that was when I had a dead eye. And yeah, but really, I just want to make this video to just say, hey, it's gonna be okay. Nothing will last forever, and that's a guarantee. But that's why you need to cherish the memories that you make. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe. You need to cherish everything that you have, because we know for a fact that it won't last forever. And sure, we can relive those memories, though there's also chances where we can't relive those memories. They'll be gone forever, and the only thing that we can try and think about is, especially if in regards to whatever you like, whatever you love, whatever you want to think about, all you'll have is what's in here. The faded memories, that's going to be hard to remember date by date unless if you specifically get the video that you experience it in, or a picture or anything like that. Because you won't be able to experience the same thing again, because there's always going to be differing factors. But just know, there's always hope. I'm a firm believer that there's always hope, there's always motivation, there's always drive. And just because these people are leaving, or people have already left us, it shouldn't deteriorate you from having a good day, or a good lifetime, or just feeling good. And I'm not saying that these should make you feel happy, no. Instead, I'm saying, even though they're gone, that doesn't mean there's going to be other things that can make you happy as well. Heck, there could be something else, someone else, some entire different thing that you could find that can make you happy, and it'll make you happy. Like, you don't need to seep on the same thing over and over again when there's probably other things out there that can give you just as much as happiness as they are, which I'm hoping that I do in the future, which, unfortunately, there's some stuff that I won't be able to do now, which I did have, like, ideas of in dreams. And by that, I mean, like, dream content ideas for what I want to do. But, it's actually interesting that I bring up YouTubers leaving, because, in regards to the Cookie Run community, it didn't happen this year, but I think it happened last year, or really early the year before, or really late the year before. I don't know, but we actually had 2 Cookie Run content creators basically they didn't leave the platforms of like content creation, but they just left Cookie Run, which were kind of big hits if I do say so myself, because they were some of the prime figures. If you're wondering who I'm referring to both Mole Maniac and Squire Gaming. And as I mentioned, none of them are left. They haven't left, they're just done with Cookie Run. Mole Maniac has moved on from Cookie Run. They're moving on to things like Rain World and the other things that can make them happy. And the same thing goes for Squire Gaming. They moved on from Cookie Run, but they're focusing more on Twitch, like Squire Soup. That's their main thing now. And they're doing like Twitch main things, which is just, it makes them happy. Which it does kind of make me upset because, that kind of means that if I ever had the opportunity to like do a collab with them, there's basically no chance now, which it does suck because those 2, along with a few others, were big inspirations for me doing like Cookie Run related things. Like you can involve that with Dumb Egg and other content creators. That was even before I was big in the Cookie Run scene, which it's shocking how we've gone from like, man, I look up to these people, to now in Cookie Run OvenBreak, you can look at the community tab in the game and you see 3 official videos, and then they just put one of my videos in the corner. I'm not joking about that. That's real, which still shocks me how much I've grown. But of course, like I mentioned, it's one of those things where I'm not going to be able to experience something to that extent now because, well, they're done with the game. Like, they're not going to go back to it. They're having way happier lives doing things that they enjoy doing. And admittedly, it is sad, but it's not like I'm just going to like, oh, please come back. I'm definitely not doing that because, if you're fine with doing what you love, then do what you love. If you feel like, oh, well, I'm tired of this thing, I don't want to really do this anymore, then that's going to happen. Heck, there's a chance that it's probably going to happen with me, at least for Cookie Run. And I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon because the amount of plumbing, people who've gotten interested in Cookie Run, either for the shorts or whatever videos I make, it is plumbing insane. Like, I can't thank each and every one of you enough for that. But realistically, I'm just trying to say things by the time I'm already sucking at this. I'm sorry. I'm not really good with like impromptu stuff like improv, but anyway, basically with time, things will go. Nothing will last forever. And it is sad, as I mentioned, but with the things that you still have, cherish them. Don't just act like, oh, well, they're around for like a few months, yeah, whatever. And then you realize that they're gone, you're gonna be like, oh no, now they're gone. No, cherish as much as you can, especially if it's for like someone that, you really like enjoying to watch. Like, for example, maybe there's someone that you enjoy watching, but you never had the confidence to like type down some sort of a comment that, really spills out your, your love. And like, not saying that you have to like, one love, but I'm just saying like how much you appreciate what they do, how much that you've enjoyed what they've done, and how much that they meant to you. Like, one example I can give is, there's one content creator I watched a lot, and they were called a Banana Pie Lord. But now they go by I Am Sleepless, doing music and stuff, which it's one of those things where I did get the chance to speak to him a few times, but nowadays they're like 90% inactive, but I think they're just focusing on music and bigger projects at the point, which honestly, I would love to be involved with whatever they do just to help out any way I can, because he was a big role model, and he taught, basically just watching their content taught me about how to be mature and how growing up with age, things will be different. Your attitude can change, your mindset can change, and a lot of other things can change. But realistically, I know this kind of just seemed like a rambling video, but sheesh, I just kind of just need to spill the beans out there because I feel like I just couldn't like keep talking to myself about this because I don't know. I feel like people need to hear this, and I also feel like people need to hear me because I'm not just going to talk to a wall and just go like, hey, I'm just going to talk to you for like 15 minutes, which that's a keynote of being a content creator. Just try making commentary with yourself for like a few minutes, and if you made it past like 10, you're basically halfway there. Now it's just all the editing and stuff like that and making good videos. But realistically, this last part of the video, I just want to say, if you're sad, it's okay. Other people will be sad, but that's why you need to be there for each other. Everyone is going to be sad. That's a guarantee. But everyone's going to be happy. Everyone's going to be angry. Everyone's going to feel these mixed array of emotions for these certain people leaving us because they won't last forever. However, the only thing that we can do is try and make brand new memories. Because personally, that's my personal definition of life. It's you have a set amount of time on this planet. You're not going to last forever, and that's just a guaranteed fact. You're going to grow up, you're going to mature, things are going to pass you by, you're going to pass things by, and everything won't last forever. Nothing's infinite. However, that doesn't mean you can't make memories. Memories are key to living. You can experience the best of times and the worst of times, but those times will make you who you are. They'll mature you. It doesn't matter if it's the worst of things, or it doesn't matter if it's like the best experiences you will ever experience. They will form you into who you are, and that's what's important. You'll take those, you'll learn it, you'll learn lessons from them, keep them crammed inside of here, and you'll become a better person because of it. It gives you judgment. It casts your call on what to think about like other situations. But what's more important is that you get to live. And sure, it won't be forever, as I mentioned, but you get to live your best life. You get to live with the most experiences that you haven't imaginable. And I know there's some people out there who don't live the best of lives. I know that for a fact. I even know some people who don't live in such a prosperous, like, home-style sort of living. But at the very least, maybe through the internet, through real life, making friends, having something to enjoy, like a movie, a video game, a book, any sort of thing like that. It's those small enjoyments in life that you really just have to appreciate. Because even if it's something so minuscule, but it makes you kind of happy, like when you walk on a sidewalk and you go to where you want and you skip all the cracks, like you don't step on a single one. It's sweet. Like it's not like the sweetest thing, it's more like bittersweet, but it makes you happy because you're like, man, I really just did that. And sure, it may have not impressed anyone in your head, but you have to be impressed with yourself, because one of the things that people need is self-confidence. And I feel like that's going to be something that can help push the future to become a better place. It's just a lot more self-confidence, a lot more bravery, and a lot of other things. So I don't really know what else to say. I just kind of wanted to ramble that out there. I know it's not my usual video, it's definitely not, but I thought it was just something interesting just to talk to you guys about, all the clubs out there. Just as a little last note, I do have something big cooking up, but it isn't a Your Local Pleb video. A Your Local Pleb video is in the process of being made right now, finally for 2024. But I also have another one being worked on, which is like a big edited thing of like a bunch of clips to put together. It'll be fun. And also, I have 2 more Lethal Company videos coming up on Your Local Pleb coming soon, but I just don't want to upload them one after the other because I feel like there would be some weird inconsistencies where it's just like, oh, 3 of them, and then like none again. I don't know, but whatever. So most likely when I do another videos like this, it won't be so serious. It's most likely going to be like an announcement of sort, because something big is coming. Something big is coming, and hopefully all of you stick around for it. But I don't want this video to influence that other video. Like, this is a completely separate video. This is not part of the HyperHimes brand. This is not part of Your Local Pleb, Hypenese Corporation, whatever pleb I do. This is me, a human, talking to you, a person, a human, whatever you are. Even if you're from planet Necromalumana and you're some sort of an alien and you can somehow understand what I'm saying, then just take my lesson as just a grain of salt if you really don't care about it. But at the very least, put it into consideration. And I guess to put it in like a TLDR, if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, life goes on and you learn from it. And some things will make you happy, some things will make you sad, but the best part that you can do is make the best memories that you can. Even if they're not the best memories, try and make the most out of bad situations. Because even if they end up being bad, maybe you can find one good thing about it. Because that's something that you really have to live on. You don't want to live off all of this negativity. You want to live off positivity, power, and pride. So that's it for this video. I've already mentioned all the other things. I'm going to go back to playing a goofy cookie run game. But if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends if you think that they need to listen to this video and maybe they can relate. I don't know. This is just kind of like more of a PSA. And by PSA, it's more like a a me talk to you vlog. It's like self-therapy. But if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you will see all my links to different types of social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get to kick around YouTube stuff for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, and a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Here are the Hypenese.